On this episode of Unedited Movie Reviews, we talk about A Quiet Place 2. And I loved this movie. Now, some people have said it's better than the first one, or it's right on par with the first one. John Krasinski has done it again. And I will agree that he has done it again. But there was something about that first one that I feel like I liked it slightly more than this. And I think the key component is in the fact that we were secluded to one family, this tight-knit group. And that was it. We got to see how they survived this apocalyptic type world. And we got to know them. We got to care about what they cared about. When certain things happened to them, we cared. They did a real good job of making us part of the family. Seeing their daily lives, seeing how they survived. That was what made that first movie fantastic. But you move into the second one, and while I do love that we get some world building with seeing how the aliens arrived, what things were going on that day, how the world totally erupted into chaos as soon as it happened, everything and how different people reacted, how people are surviving now, while that's all great, I feel like that was something that maybe you could have had in a different movie. I don't mind having, especially the first day when the aliens come in this movie, because you follow the family that we followed for all this time. So that works. But I feel like this family should be the focus of the Quiet Place films. Maybe you do spin-off films. Maybe you call one A Hiding Place. Not saying that's a good title. Maybe you call one The Smiths. Again, not a good title. But this way you can expand the universe and we get to focus on other families. We get to see how other people are surviving or how they're dealing with this world. And we can just keep the focus on this family for these specific films. But first, let's talk about the main new addition to the cast in Cillian Murphy. I hope I'm saying that right. He's good. He's not a terrible character, but I do like the dynamic that they've brought up here. You have the family that we followed and how they survived, their hope, their drive, and then you have this character who's completely given up. He just wants to survive. And he has no real drive besides that. He's given up hope that anyone else is out there. He's given up hope that he's ever going to be happy again. He just survives, which is a sad way to live. What I found really interesting about this film specifically was it felt like this film focused on the kids. It was their story. It was them growing and becoming their own person. Before, they had to rely on their parents, and the parents were there guarding them every step of the way. But with this film, you take the parents out of the equation to a certain degree. And we see the kids grow. They come into their own. We finally get to see the type of people they can become. And that was just really nice to see in this movie. I don't think it's quite as knuckle busting, as chair arm grabbing as that first one. Because I felt like that first film, I was always on the edge of my seat. I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk. What's going on? Every single move of the camera, I was watching, like, what's going to happen? Where's the monster? What's going to happen? This one, yeah, there were moments of that. But a lot of it also felt like it was focusing on the rest of the world, how other people were handling things. And this family that had been secluded for so long finally got to see how other survivors were living. And the fact that there were other survivors. So, yeah, it was interesting. I just wish that to a certain degree, maybe we had pulled back on everybody getting involved and still try to find a way to make it about this one family. Because, hey, Emily Blunt was fantastic. I think she's so good in pretty much anything she does. I don't feel like I've really seen a bad movie with her in it. The kids, again, were fantastic. Millicent and Noah, they really brought something new to their characters. It was clear that their characters had grown, that they came into their own. And the one thing I will say that really, really bugged me about this movie was how it ended. Because it ended very similar to the first one. In kind of the, oh, come on, type of manner. But I'm not going to give anything away. So, overall, is Quiet Place 2 a good movie? Oh, yes it is, and you should definitely watch it. But do not watch it before you've seen A Quiet Place, if you have never seen that movie. Because this film will definitely spoil a ton of stuff from that film. Me personally, I think the first one's a tad bit better. But yeah, John Krasinski did it again. This is a great movie. I highly recommend it. I will give this movie a hero, because this is one you definitely need to go out and see. Again, personally, I don't think it's perfect. I like that first one more. But this one has everything you want from a follow-up. And the biggest thing, it has character growth, which is very important. But what about you? Am I totally off my rocker with thinking that the first film is better than this film? Do you agree that the first film definitely has a special place compared to this one? Or are you just like, they're both great, I love these films, let's just watch them together and they will be a great 4-hour movie or 6-hour movie if we get a part 3? Whatever your thoughts, let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, read what you love, enjoy what you love, and let's all work for a better fandom. I'll see you next time.